Taimi Fairbairn ready to get this one going. And away we go from NRG Stadium. Kickoff taken at the 3. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's first and 10. The drive begins with Henry. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Another run for Henry. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. That one gains 7. And it brings up a San Francisco first down. Purdy setting up that play action. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Here's Purdy to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board and the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. From the gun is Purdy. He's throwing deep to the left side. And we all saw it. Flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one. The penalty erases an exciting turnover, makes it 1st and 10. They'll run here following the penalty. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a 49er first down. Moving the ball very well out of the gate here. It's set up now at the 26. Going to the ground again on first. They'll cobble together a yard there. The tackle there by Daniil Hunter. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along your route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Moody knocks it through. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Stroud in the air to start us off. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. Stroud throwing here on 1st. Escapes the pocket. That's a catch for Nico Collins. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Offense set for a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. He's got it at the 5. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Has his man, it's Mixon. And in for the Houston touchdown. Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And the extra point is up, and it is good. And the Texans want up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Purdy. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. 1st and 10 from the 41. From the gun, a run for Henry. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down. Running once more with Henry. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. The tackle there by Danielle Hunter. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Play action now with Purdy. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
On 3rd down, Purdy. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They've got 4th down, so we should see the punt team on to send it away. He lets a heater go deep, and oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. And the Texans are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance, and an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
They left him wide open. It's complete. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans parlay the interception into points. Nico Collins with a touchdown. Point after up and good by Fairbairn. And the Texans drive their lead to 11. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Has this at the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. A nice return, but what a hit we had at the end of it. Ball at the 33 for first down. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and that's a 49er first down.
First down, 49ers.
Purdy throwing here. Complete, Derrick Henry. Oh, he trucked that defender. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Out of the gun, Henry. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, San Francisco. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
And they get the 2-point conversion. Nice catch in the end zone there. They're back within a field goal now. Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Set to return. This is Braxton Berrios. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. That play good for 17 and a first down.
It just feels like any time this guy touches the ball, it's a big play waiting to happen. He could be lined up wide or when they use him as a runner. If someone doesn't get a hand on him quick, he's gone.
And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
Avoids a defender. We've got a foot race. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at NRG. The Texans likely looking at a punt. Texans going to kick this away on 4th, and it's Tommy Townsend on for the punt. And we'll see how his debut offering goes. Surprisingly had to punt 5 times in last week's win, and he sends this away. And he got a little too much leg into that one. That's a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity, no doubt. This ball's coming out to the 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Purdy to throw it. That's complete to Kittle on the sideline. And he'll get this up close to the 40 before going out. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down. New set of downs for him at the 38. Purdy on 1st down. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Texans are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game. And he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket. And you know they're going to be going after number 3.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. It's a design boot. Buying some time right. He's going to keep it this time. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Hey, south.
From the 36. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Working inside the red zone. He's on the move. And he drives this forward to the 6. Offense up to the line fast. Running with Mixon out of the gun. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans will add to their lead at the end of the half. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. Fairbairn now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Texans make it a 10-point ball game. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. It's 1st and 10 for their final drive of the half. We've got 23 seconds remaining. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. He throws a bullet deep to the right. He's got it deep downfield. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Field goal unit out there on second down as they try for 3 here before halftime. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. Has the direction, but not the distance. It falls just short. And the deficit remains 2 scores. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. One final shot before halftime. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. Big gain downfield. And somehow they've reached the end zone with no time remaining in the half. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
And the kick is good, so they add 7 to their lead on the final play of our first half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. Barrios now to return it. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. He's racing past midfield. And he's out of bounds with the red zone in sight. This is nearly to the 25-yard line.
Well, their hopes of an early comeback, that faint flicker of light they had when they exited the locker room at halftime, that return just snuffed it out. Very good chance now that lead's going to grow and certainly not shrink.
Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. Asante Samuel Jr. makes the play.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Catch is made down the right sideline. It's a huge pickup on the play. And it brings up a San Francisco first down. So the big play moves him well past midfield. Has him set up now at the 35. That one's cut along the left sideline. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. To throw again, it's Purdy. And oh, he got it! Interception! And the Texans get it back.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels gotta change to your mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways. So blessed with it, what can I say? Top form staying in shape.
You wanna try to beat the force,